another episode of Super Reaction Bros. I'm Chris.
I'm Christopher.
And on today's episode, we're taking a look at the official teaser trailer for the next chapter in the MCU filmography.
For Eternals.
For Eternals. Now, of course, we already talked about this. We're pretty much getting 4 MCU films
this year. Within this
so
year.
We got Black Widow in July. We got Shang-Chi in September. We got Eternals in November. And then
December is pretty much Spider-Man No Way Home.
Which, as of this recording, has been confirmed to be the catalyst that brings the Sony Marvel stuff together.
So that's the film that's going to finally connect.
Feige himself confirmed it.
Yeah, they finally confirmed that pretty much that's going to be the film that's going to finally tie in the Sony property that has been recently purchased into the MCU.
So slightly happy, still slightly pissed off that they pulled this bullshit with, we're going to post it up the day after they usually do recordings. Luckily, not a lot's been spoiled about this. From what we do know about Eternals, what has been told of us, these are celestial beings who have been on Earth and have more or less shaped our history and civilizations on Earth for eons.
And in the comics, some people refer to them as like kind of like the first mutants in a way, because they were created.
Yes,
in a way.
Well, we'll get to the other thing. People are trending on Twitter about this, but yeah, that was the other thing, is the whole subject about mutants and stuff like that.
In the comic format.
In the comic format and stuff like that. So that's a little bit of hints. Of course, this is being directed and co-written by Chloe Zhao. Academy Award-winning director Chloe Zhao. She did Nomadland, based on what we saw from the Marvel Studios Celebration movies. Once again, apologies for not reacting to that, because we're both idiots. But from a little bit we saw of the Eternals they showed in that, it's definitely Chloe Zhao. Because we saw Nomadland, and it's definitely her style. You can definitely tell just by watching. It's like, that's definitely her. But yeah, all-star cast. You got Richard Madden, you got Kit Harington, Angelina Jolie, Salma Hayek, Brian Tyree Henry, Kumail Nanjiani, who got the 6-pack, and because he got that photo came out of him, Pornhub gave him a free premium account for a year.
Oh yeah,
which was hilarious. But yeah, all-star cast.
But this is another one of those a lot of people don't know about, only because just like Shang-Chi, nobody nobody knows a lot like how we know of Captain America, Iron Man. Because there's another set of characters.
Because at the very least, Shang-Chi can be boiled down to Marvel just wanted a kung fu guy for their comics.
Yeah, it's like we tried to do an Iron Fist, even though that didn't work, even though they should make it work, or we're trying to find a way to bring it back in. Yeah, I know, one day at a time, but like I said, they're diving into characters that, like I said, they had a success with Guardians of the Galaxy. That was like the first big group that a lot of people didn't know about, but it was a success. They worked with them and it did good. This is their next group they're working on. So let's just watch the trailer, see what we're diving into, see what's going on, and then we'll be able to talk a lot more in regards to this. So again, here's the official teaser trailer for Marvel Studios' Eternals. So, here we go. Maybe turn the volumes up.
I was about to ask you that, because it's...
Yeah, made sure there. Thank you. There we go. Here we go.
Oh, yay. Music.
Oh, God.
Yeah, see, right there, it's like, gee, I wonder who directed this. That shot alone. Okay,
You have a big block in front of
a triangle. It looks like a triangle.
It's beautiful. Listener.
What the fuck?
We have watched. Unguided. We have helped them progress.
Earth.
Unseen them.
Yeah. races, right?
Some say are saying it's the deviants. We don't know just yet.
Ended when you said goodbye.
Thank you for this. Oh, you're welcome.
So now that Captain Rogers and Iron Man are both gone, who do you think's gonna lead the Avengers?
I could lead them.
I can lead them.
So wait, time out. Okay, don't be wrong. I give him a gold star for going, let's not forget, regards all the spectacle you've seen in this trailer, this is still in the same universe where the Avengers exist. But, yeah, first off, definitely chose Chloe Zhao.
I think they chose a great director because you have to think about how the Eternals are the ones that kind of help guided us, but never interfered with the whole world. You know, so it's that we need a wider aspect, and what a director can do and bring that, you know, full aspect to the screen, you know, of like how they're seeing our world, how beautiful it is, you know, just the magnificence of it, you know.
I so want to focus on that ending stinger, but
I know.
Let's focus on this.
Let's focus on this, yeah.
Yeah. So what we're going to see, they keep their code of honor. They don't interfere.
They guide them.
They guide them, but they don't interfere. Pretty much.
Until now.
Like Google Maps.
in a way.
Google Maps.
I've heard the big rumor is that it's the Deviants who are possibly the bad guys. I don't know. That's the big rumor because the Deviants are kind of like the opposite of what they are because they were given the gifts, but instead of like having them, you know, still be looking the way they are, it transformed them into like a hideous looking beast and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So some are saying it is the actual, you know, Deviants, but you know, right now it's like I guess they're just showing off, you know, what to expect or what looks like it's gonna come because it looks like there are some of their highly.
We didn't bring up Kit Harington. They showed Kit Harington for a split second.
Yeah.
Either.
You know, and they all have similar powers. The only difference is that each one of them has unique special skill attached to them. Like Brian was a Tyree Harris or something like that.
Brian Tyree Henry.
He pretty much he's able to create trinkets. You know, he's like an inventor in a way. He's able to create different things and stuff like that. So, but like you said, it's like here it's just showing off, you know, showing when they're arriving and showing their, you know, their parts where they interfere to help out a little bit, but not too much, just enough to get them by and things like that.
But let me see what else. Visually impressive. Deviants, interesting to see how they play. In fact, I think the weird haircut looking dude is maybe a deviant from what we saw in the little shots of like everybody pointing guns at them to like them fighting something in the forest.
What's interesting, because like I said, some people were like kind of theorize what's going on here because Angelina, they know that Angelina Jolie's character, I forgot her character's name, but her character is actually, I guess they're saying, in the comics, is an actual distant cousin to Thanos, pretty much. And how Thanos is kind of related to more of the Deviants in a way, but they're all related in a way somehow. And some are thinking maybe somehow because of what happened there, it brought them back or snapped them back into here to realize, okay, what's going on here? What's happening? You know, the whole Avengers thing at the very end, though. It's
so it does look like it's going to eventually build up to just like after the events of Endgame, pretty much.
Or at least help explain to us where they've been throughout these major events.
Yeah, this feels like this is going to be one of those, those episodes of a show where we've been leading up to the reveal of something important. Then when we find out the reveal of who that person is, then their next episode is when they go back and show what they saw on their...
We see their point of view. We see their point of view.
Yeah, their point of view. perfect example, Doctor Who. When they show why Donna didn't really believe who the Doctor was, because every big moment that happened, she was out of the country, she was out of town. It's one of those things where they're going to show their perspective of things going on Earth. So they bring up Captain Rogers.
Yeah.
So that's after Endgame. So I'm curious to see if they bring up anything else throughout the history.
Yeah.
You know, so like,
and their thoughts on the whole what Thanos did pretty much, because I think that's what really kind of brings them out of it, because it's like it really feels like, okay, why are they coming out now? It's like, is there another major? It's like this the first monumental like type of like a thing that really gets their attention.
My best guess is that with Thanos dead, the other deviants realize this. And now thinking it's their turn to try to take Thanos' place. Maybe. And so that's where they come in.
Maybe.
So that way they can stop the deviants.
Yeah, I love it too, how they don't refer to Steve as Captain America. No, they call him Captain Rogers. Which is fine. Well, no, which is great.
Good.
No, I'm saying which is great because it kind of ties into the whole, where is his place now? Because of the whole thing with, you know, Captain America, with the new Captain America and all this other stuff. It's like, where is he at? Because especially what he did.
So that means I call that part. It sounds like that seems to happen just after the events of Endgame, because Captain America's Winter Soldier takes place 3 months after the events of Captain America and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
So somewhere between there is when they have that conversation, pretty much. So that's my best guess. So I can't say for sure when exactly this takes place, because it's going to probably be a mix of before or after everything that's happening.
We're leading up to. It feels like, because what they showed here, it really feels like we're leading into, you know, showing how do they get involved, or what happens to where they need to pop up to start possibly interfering more.
We don't know, and we don't know how involved Kit Harington's character is. We know he's playing the Black Knight. One of the variations of the Black Knight.
Yeah.
And we don't know how involved he is, but we'll have to see on that. Maybe a deviant who we don't know. Looks like looks like an ally of them.
Pretty much, Black Knight does eventually in the comics. He eventually does become an Avenger. With the Black Knight. So that's why I like that reference. How he's like, I can do it.
It could be.
That's a reference too, pretty much.
They could pull a Highlander where they meet him, and when they originally was Black Knight, and then meet a descendant of him.
Either a descendant, or maybe there's something more about it that don't like him, where there's something more about him.
Dude, they can go so Highlander on this too. It's not even funny.
You know, but that's another good nod too, because like I said, the Black Knight does eventually in the comics become an Avenger. So the way he states how it's like, I can lead them. You know, it's like hints of it.
Richard Madden just it's like, it's like fuck off. But I don't have much else to say other than that.
There's nothing much to say because we're going off of what we've heard or we're hearing theories about. Right now, this is just a brief teaser showing off like, okay, this is what this is what to expect.
So overall, based on what we've seen here, it's just going to show us their journey up until the events after Avengers Endgame, and then them dealing with their antagonists.
And I'm hoping it's not like a long journey up to that.
Oh, I don't think it's going to be.
I'm hoping it's at least maybe we have at least maybe 15 to 20 minutes of this is where they're at.
I'll bring up Highlander again. They could do that where the entire movie is in modern day, but like the Highlander films, we do have those occasionally. We go back and see no,
I think they should
key
start
moments
off
and stuff
showing where they're at.
Showing moments there, but the rest of the film is modern day, but still go back a little here and there to show important key moments that we need as the audience need to know. I could do that.
Maybe, who knows?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm happy for Chloe Zhao, I'm happy for the entire cast, big fucking entire cast on this.
And of course, the bigger questions that rely on is what's MC gonna pull off? It's are one of them gonna be either? It's which ones are gonna be killed, which ones are not gonna make it, or which ones are gonna kind of be backstabbed in a way, where it's it's one of those they've turned or something like that on one of their own. That's the question. It depends on which how the MCU how they're gonna do it, because in the comics, like I I said, the MCU, they can do whatever they want because they have control of it. Because this is the MCU, not directly from the comics. Because they changed certain things from the comics to the MCU just to make it work for the MCU. So we don't know what may go on here.
So, but looking forward to it. And other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about MCU, hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well.
Let us know what you guys' thoughts are on this teaser trailer. Any of the theories or anything we may have brought up, you agree with, or do you have theories of your own? Or what could be going on here? Something we may have missed that was in this teaser that was like brought up like briefly or anything like that. Put down what you thought of our reaction overall, but most importantly, thank you for watching.
So until next time, folks, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And of course, this has been a very Eternals-filled episode of SRB.
See ya.
Later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out any of our previous reactions,
As well as one of our other SRB shows.
check out one of the playlists down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
You can find us on Twitter and Stardust,
at Super React Bros.
as well as on Facebook.
At Super Reaction Bros.